5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My Carolina home, had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there.
Hey, YouTubers and friends. Hope all of you are doing well on this night of spooks, tricks, and treats. Sorry, nothing fancy like my friend Marlin tonight or some others, but I do have some absolutely fabulous guests tonight. I have Kathy and Timothy Lynch from Team Lynch, uh, B.M.D, Beach Metal Detecting. I believe that stands for. But also, this week's guest co-host tonight is Shane from Ohio River History. I know it's going to be a really good show. Thanks everyone out there. I see Brad from down under. Full of Gold was first in line. We have Jersey Ray Diggs, sister, and PA Patriot Prospecting, GoPro Unlimited, Secret Creek Prospecting. It's okay. Kirk, go take your daughter trick-or-treating. I know it's only 5 out on the West Coast in Washington. Pitbull Prospecting. Hey, welcome to the FlashFam. David Alfonzati, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Oh, so many great people in here tonight. So, I'm gonna mosey on and get the party started. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live with your host Ed Marvin. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flash in Your Pan production.
All right. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Tim, Kathy's going give trick-or-treaters candy. Thank you, Shane, for being a guest co-host tonight. I see you there, Bill. How you doing, Ohio Relic Hunter? Why Gold? Ellsworth Carl, great to see you. Give the girls a hug for us. And no, I didn't miss you, Outdoor Wally. Great to see you also. Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator. Before I get started with my co-hosts and our guests, I'd like to thank all the listeners who listen to the replays over at Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts and several other podcast sites. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you want to catch us live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube, the link's always down in the description of the podcast. So come join us live. And all of you out there, thank you very much for spending your Tuesday evenings, night with me. And for the Aussies, thank you for spending your Wednesday afternoons and mornings with me. I greatly appreciate it. The wife handing out candy, Tim? Your mic's muted. Unmute the mic, honey. Kids will be kids. Uh, Shane, thank you for taking me up on being a guest co-host tonight. I, oh, you're the man, my man. You're the man. I know that was a really good show. I really enjoyed the show when I had Shane on and Nick. Uh, uh, Two great guys, and then it even made it that much better when they came to Flash Bash and hung out with us. And I can't hear anyone but you.
Uh-oh.
How about now?
Test 1, 2. Test.
Lynches are here.
Yes, we're here. Yep.
That Ed had a Ed moment. Sorry, I
Hi.
forgot to
Oh, we were
unmute the
talking, we were muted.
desktop.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. But what I was saying, it was great having Shane and Nick on the show, the meeting them at Flash Bash. You heard all that. You didn't hear them, but you know, I don't want them to repeat what they said. Sorry, guys. Oh, who needs Murphy? I shouldn't have said that, should I, Mr. Lodak? That's a four-letter word. Should be a four-letter word, let me tell you. Terry Curry, hello, hello, hello. Johnny Turtle, hello. First time I think I've seen you, maybe. I don't know.
I have never seen Johnny Turtle before, gotta say.
I'm not sure.
Well, welcome, Johnny Turtle. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout Live. And if you decide to bless me with your subscription, welcome to the FlashFam. I have three great people from the metal detecting community. I corrupted this guy here at Flash Bash a few years ago and got him behind a dredge and a high banker, and I think Nick got gold fever a little more than Shane, but I know they enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Nick, every time he goes on his spring trip, he's got a spot that he goes and pans. I do it as kind of just a testing, just to see when I'm in the water, I play around with it. He has gold fever a little bit more than I do.
Well, I'm gonna have to get down to his part of Indiana someday and play with him and have you come up and maybe Heavy Meadow Detective too.
You know, I got to tell you, you were only that day when you were in Southern Indiana, you were less than an hour from me, and I just couldn't get up there to you guys.
Yeah, I know it was short notice when I'm like, hey Shane, I'm in Southern Indiana for my
So
birthday weekend.
So just another 30 to 40 miles west at the most and south, there is another nice creek range that has some good spots in it that Nick has been panning a little bit out of. And if you get over this way again, we'll have to go out there to where they go, because it's a pretty decent spot. He's found quite a bit of gold out there.
Cool. And I know the Lynches. They dabble in panning and stuff also. And yes, for all you naysayers in Jersey, there is gold in Jersey and not just on the beach.
Kathy's new pan.
Ooh,
It's
nice,
big.
nice.
Gotta rough it up a little bit though.
I have a friend from Indiana. He's a YouTuber and one of the co-hosts on Prospectors Radio, Dennis Dayton. He swears that the gold really pops out at him with the pink and purple pan.
Okay.
Just pops out.
Nice.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well,
I'll be stealing your pan.
all right. You still
And don't go away, everybody. Towards the end of the stream, there's going to be a special giveaway sponsored by Team Lynch, Beach Metal Detecting. Uh, if I remember right, Tim, bag of pay dirt from our friend Mike over at Vendetta Prospecting.
Yep. Glad I got it because right now he's not selling. He's out digging gold right now.
Well, it's this time of the year. It's not 120 in the shade in Arizona anymore. So he's out digging and getting next year's batches. And you also brought up, which I saw it, it's a beautiful Engelhart prospector round, 1 ounce fine silver. And there's only one hitch. You got to be present to win. It's available globally, so all my Aussie and Canadian brothers and sisters in the FlashFam, you're not being left out on this one.
Nope.
Good for you, because I'm kind of cheap and I'm scared of our postal service because I was telling them how many packages haven't made it to their destination.
Yep.
But,
Been lucky.
Nonetheless, I love you all out there.
Yeah. No, it's funny because mail coming from our son in Chicago takes about a month.
Yeah.
But it only takes about a week for things to get from New Jersey to Chicago. Yeah.
Huh. I usually ship priority mail, Kathy, and I sent a friend of mine in California, David Villa, a package, and it's been stuck in Illinois for like 2 weeks now. I should check that tonight after the show, see if it got out of Illinois.
Obviously, it's Illinois' issue.
Doggone Illinois. Jersey Ray, you're a postal worker. What's with the postal service?
It's all Rachel's fault.
She gets blamed everywhere she goes.
It's all Sister Rachel's fault. I see. All making sense now. We love you, Rach.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
We do.
Can you tell us about how Team Lynch Beach Metal Detecting got started on your journey into combining metal detecting and YouTube content creation?
Yeah. I started detecting, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. I detected for a little while, stopped, got back into it again. And of course, how long you get started? Like about 7 years ago?
No, about 5 years ago now. Yeah.
And I had our friend Gerard Gannon gave us the name Team Lynch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we joined Jersey Shore Beach and
Surf Hunters
on
Facebook.
Yep.
So he kept calling us Team Lynch. And then our buddy Tom Fimiani, Thomas the Detectorist, he kept suggesting to us that we do it.
Yeah.
And so we did a couple little short clips together and stuff. And then with everybody keep pushing us, we finally did it. And it's been, you learn as you go along. That's the thing. You just got to kind of step into it and just let it happen to you.
Yeah.
And learn along the way.
Yeah.
And
so we've been doing it for 2.5 years now.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah,
so.
It is.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Yeah. Met some great people, including, of course, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we enjoy meeting people. We go to a lot of hunts.
Yep.
We belong to 4 clubs.
Yeah.
4 or 5. ETRDA.
Deep Search.
Deep Search is our main club.
Yeah.
Staten Island and South Jersey.
Yep.
And then we actually belong to Boyertown, even though we don't get out there.
Yeah, but we're going this Sunday.
Yep. Going this Sunday.
I wholeheartedly believe in supporting clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love the club scene.
Yes, we do.
We really do. You have to be, we're social, so but we get into it. We make coffee, do whatever we can. Make sure we donate in prizes. So
clean the bathrooms,
wherever's required of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, has been
We went to Staten Island's hunt this had a
a month ago.
month ago. Had
Yeah.
a hunt, and that hunt was really, really good. I think
Yeah.
that'll be another big hunt next year.
Mhm.
Because they're doing they're really getting their finger on it, So and I think it's going to be a big apple hunt next year. They're going to call it.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah.
in our deep search club, we're always doing it. Like I said, they're our main club. We kind of go around and do whatever we can with them all the time. So
Mhm.
yep.
Yep.
So, hey, really fast, what was I mean, you got your motivation in there. So what necessarily motivated you, to make your clips? And then, what do you think, your impact on the community has been by you guys posting for everybody to see? How do you think that affected everybody else?
Well, what we post about, like, one, we like going when we go on the beach. We'll go during the daytime,
Yes.
and we turn around and we engage the public when we're out there.
Yes. Yes.
And we talk to the public. We show the kids our metal detectors,
Mhm.
and it slows up your hunting, but we don't care. We have such a good time with it,
Right.
and that's part of what happens when it comes to our clips. We're slowly learning what to film, how to film,
Mhm.
and getting better and better at that. Originally, we were detectorists first, so it was
We're film detectorists first.
and we still are, but we're not as bad. So I actually remember, like, okay, get my hands in front of the camera now, instead of like, okay, I'm into signals. I got to keep going. Keep going.
Just bear with us because we got new iPhones 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So
2 weeks ago. So we're now iPhone 15 Pros.
Uh-oh.
we're friendly. We believe in promoting clubs.
Yes.
And we want to support the community, and that's what we enjoy.
Right.
We enjoy that whole aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have students who lurk on Sunday evenings during our premieres, and they talk to me about it in school on Monday morning, about what I saw, what they saw, what I found, and what was on the beach, and all kinds of stuff like that, because they all live local too. So and a couple of them have actually gotten into metal detecting because they've seen our videos. So,
and we met people and stuff, and then afterwards they want to hunt with us and stuff, and we love going out with people like that. Just
right.
We'll meet people on the beach, and they'll say, "Hey, can you guys go hunting with us?" Yeah, sure.
Right.
And we do.
Yeah.
Of course, it makes a busy schedule, but so we try to fit people in when we can. But
right.
but we enjoy it. We enjoy the whole community aspect of it. Now, granted, I'm still looking for better gold pieces and this and that, but
thank you, Rachel, for the comment. Thank you.
You'll always be looking for that next best piece of gold, Tim.
I was looking for a piece of gold lately because she's been hammering me with the gold lately.
Rings, necklaces.
I got 3 pieces.
Yeah, but you got the 3 really nice pieces.
That's true. Okay. All right.
What carats, Kathy?
Early in the year, I usually get way ahead of her because of my hunting style. We hunt differently.
Yes, we do.
I'm all reading the beach, and I'm looking for spots. I'll go from spot to spot to spot, and she'll grind back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So once the season I'll be way ahead of her on rings early on because I'm reading the beach. I know where to read, and she's learned all that stuff now too.
Yeah.
But but through years of fishing and everything else, I learned how to read it. As the season goes on, once all the depositors get in there, her grinding works out and she catches up with me. I mean, I'm still ahead of her number-wise, but she's had better finds this year. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I've got some gold, but once you got her Xterra, she's been killing with that Xterra.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we enjoy. We got I don't know, like 72 rings this year, something like that.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
70 some.
Yeah,
your box is there. My box is here.
Yeah, here's your box.
That's my box.
That's Kathy's box of rings from this year.
Heck yeah.
233.
There's your treasure porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, this is mine from this year. My golds are all early in the season. I got a couple golds up in here.
Yeah.
They were early on, Raritan Bay and a couple little backwater places. I got all my gold this year. So
yeah, and my gold this year has all been returned except one.
Yeah.
And this one, there really isn't a way that we can return this one
Yeah.
because it's got no marks on it. None whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just
Just a solitaire.
yep. It's 18K.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It was right
you try to return all that you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, if we get a wedding ring or engagement ring, if it's engraved, I mean, I'll check. I'll look online to see if anybody's looking for it.
Yep.
But I'm not going to announce it myself because then you get 100 phone calls.
Right.
But what we'll do, if it's got an engraving in it, we'll go out of our way to try to find that person.
Right. So like last summer, he did find a platinum
Yep.
that had a special engraving inside of it. So he posted that he found a platinum. Did you say platinum ring? But
Yes.
anyway, he
Yep.
said he posted in the local Facebook page.
It was inscribed, so
that it was inscribed.
tell me the inscription.
Yep. Tell us what it was. And a woman texted or called you
Yep.
the next morning.
Yes.
And we were out on the beach when the phone call came in.
Yep.
And called his cell phone. And we made arrangements to get off the beach and drop off the ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She family friend.
Yes.
Young man had unfortunately gone through cancer.
Mhm.
He's in recovery now, but it was really nice to get the ring back to him, so.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
hey,
Deej.
To us, the monetary value, like, if you're going to sell it, you can get more money for it. But the melt value ain't that much. For a couple $100, it's not worth it to us to keep somebody's ring like that.
No.
It's just
Right.
not.
No.
And sometimes we'll get people that are interested in rings. They'll see us and say, "Oh, that's really nice. We'll just give it to them."
Yeah.
It's just kind of the way we are about things.
Yeah.
At Christmas time, we always let our nieces pick whatever they want. Our kids can have whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but we still got plenty. I got boxes and boxes of rings here. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's nice to be able to return stuff, though.
It is. It is.
Yeah, returns are absolutely the best thing ever because somebody has thought that something was gone forever and then you give it back to them and that look on their face is priceless. I would much rather return than keep.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The one gold ring Kathy got
This summer.
my friend had gone out looking for it. He's a ring finder.
Yep.
He couldn't find it. He asked me to look for it because he wasn't able to get back for a couple of days.
Yep.
I went and looked right exactly where the guy told us.
Yep.
Well, it was farther down.
Yep.
So me and Kathy were hunting there like 2 days later, and Kathy found it out of the zone we had hunted. I had gone beyond where the guy had said, but it was where I stopped. It was like 5 yards away from there. And Kathy got it, and all she didn't even get a VDI, right?
No VDI. All I got was a little ping.
She got the little ping.
Yeah.
Dug down. Finally got a VDI. She says that's a ring VDI.
Yeah.
Dug it out and got it. It was a beautiful
rose gold
and white gold. Yep.
Ring.
So we got that back to the guy. So that was nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have found it, but you just picked up that little, no VDI, which is a lot of times what I'm listening for when I'm on the beach, but her hearing's better than mine. So, I got the better headphones. I got the volume turned all the ways up. I still think she is out hearing me. So,
yeah. Well, you work with the loud machinery more
Yep.
than I do. I just deal with little kids, middle schoolers, and they're screaming, but they don't scream as much as elementary. And that's why I teach middle school.
Here. Yeah, Rachel's in the same club as we are. So, so we get to see Rachel a lot. We hunt with Rachel a lot.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And so I'm so jealous. There was 2 clubs in my area and they both have shut down. So I don't have that option. So I just make sure that I make a wide range of friends that live within 50 to 100 miles. But it would be nice to have a club. I think I would really enjoy that environment.
Yeah, we know a lot of people the same thing. They got the same problem. They don't have no clubs near them,
Yeah.
And it just isn't enough detectives around, I guess, to hold it together, so.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Weigold says he's returned to class ring and
Oh,
that's
that's
his
neat.
best. Yeah, yeah. Tim returned to class ring, 2-3 years ago?
yes.
Milton Hershey School ring.
Yeah,
We found it over 4th of July weekend.
beautiful ring. Young man was really happy to get it back. So we got a
Mhm.
picture of the young man wearing
Yeah.
the ring. And the school was really good. I contacted the school. Of course, the school wouldn't
Give us
contact me
the
directly.
specific information.
So I sent the
and
ring.
that's fine.
I sent the ring to the school.
Yeah.
And then the school sent it to him. And then they sent me a picture afterwards, which was really nice.
Yep.
They handled it.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Yeah, it was a beautiful, I think it was 18K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the school, Hershey founded charity school, helps kids from the inner city, helps them, give them the best education they could get, and they give them a beautiful gold ring when they
when they
leave.
graduate. Yep.
Nice.
Your channel showcases, you obviously a bunch of jewelries. What are something that's kind of exciting or unusual that you've come across on the beach while you're digging?
Unusual? Should I mention the unusual?
Well, yeah, you can mention the unusual.
Okay,
You
I'll
can
mention the
you
unusual.
can mention
but
your
I'll
old ring
I'll
too.
I can
I
be
don't know where your old ring is.
my old ring.
Yeah.
These ones here.
No, you're 1860.
They're right here.
Oh, it is
here.
right there. Okay,
yes,
good.
Okay. Unusual first. I was detecting in Belmar and I came across the signal that was a little bit higher than a quarter and turned out to be a sterling silver X-rated ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting
That
one.
was interesting. Exactly. I sold that one.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, but not necessarily for the ring itself, but for the silver. And then my best otherwise is this signet
here,
ring.
let me pin you up.
Yeah. There we go. Signet ring that I found a couple years ago in Raritan Bay. Hard to see. And I can't make out the initials on it there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't make out the initials on it, but the assayer's mark inside, we were able to trace back to England, being made in 1865.
1865.
Oh, wow.
Assayer's office was only open 1 year.
Yep. So
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yep.
This is my strangest one. And it's not a peace symbol. Yep.
Oh, it's actual
It's actual swastika. Yep.
Nazi swastika instead of
Yep.
the native peace signal, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
Or peace sign.
Yeah.
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 Does it have German writing inside or something?
No, it's modern, but it's definitely, I looked at it and looked at the symbols and stuff, and I actually looked it up online. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the one who does all the research.
yeah, I'm a history buff. I did a lot of Revolutionary War research into a battle that was on Raritan River in Middlesex County, where they had a little battle skirmish there.
Yeah.
I helped find the island and some of the other local figures there, and we ended up getting a plaque put there this summer, and so it was nice. A whole team of us worked together on it. So I do Revolutionary War research in particular, and I enjoy doing my history research. So.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's one thing I love about our lifestyles, prospecting and detecting, the research on, because me, I don't care what I find, I dig all signals. I'm interested in artifacts as much as I would be a silver piece, like a coin or numismatic, find tokens. I love tokens, period, but yeah, and the history behind it, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we get out there. Look, New Jersey's got a lot of Revolutionary War areas, so we'll get out and hunt them when we can.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get the dirt as often as as we can, but we're always hunting the beach and we're kind of addicted to it. But I like getting the dirt whenever I can, because I love the old history stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out a musket ball, I'm super excited. Just a where some people are like, oh, another musket ball. To me, it holds a story.
Right.
So
Right.
and I love old stuff like that. And there's, I go back, I look at the old maps, I kind of know where stuff was at. I did a lot of shipwreck history research, where the shipwrecks were in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do
I had a
you
list of-
dive also then?
we
used to.
Oh,
we both did search and rescue diving for years.
BC.
oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, before- I did it when I was working in law enforcement. I used to, go diving looking for, people, either accidents or suicides, and
Yeah.
and
and
weapons
recovery.
we go looking for murder weapons and things like that. So, but I did that for quite a few years, and probably about close to 20 years, I guess, maybe a little less than that, something like that. Yeah,
at least 10.
Yeah, definitely.
At least
Yeah,
10. Yeah.
Because I do it for a little while afterwards.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we enjoyed it. We dove a lot.
Oh yeah,
we dove a lot. But eventually, my sinuses started going, and every time I went out, I was getting an ear infection, and then it was turning into bronchitis on me.
Yeah.
So I had to stop. I ended up getting nasal surgery. Doctor said that was it for at least for so many years.
Yeah.
And, never got back into it. So
no. So he sold his dive gear and bought a metal detector.
Well, first I got into surf fishing.
That's true. Okay, you're right. Yes, so my mistake.
I bought lots and lots and lots of surf fishing equipment, and I love that too. But surf fishing, granted, there's some bickering, in the metal detecting community and everything else, like anywhere else. But in the surf fishing, they are really, really intense. And as much as I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it, I found this much more. First of all, Kathy didn't do it. We like doing things together.
Yeah.
So she wasn't crazy over surf fishing. We both used to fly fish together.
I don't have the strength for surf fishing, but I love fly fishing because it's just a little tink.
Yeah, we both used to fly fish together.
Yeah.
For a number of years, and once we moved down the shore, we kind of fly fished less because we weren't doing saltwater fly fishing. We were doing freshwater for trout and stuff.
Yeah.
But I used to tie flies and everything else. So anyway, after that, then I got back into. I had done metal tech before, got back into metal detecting, and then the two of us just got going with it, and we've had, we were just having a blast with it. So
yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, and I think we got back into it because you did research on that battle, and then presented the battle information to one of the metal detecting clubs, Deep Search. And
I had already detected before, so I was like, okay, I got to get back into it.
Get back into it.
Second, I wanted to look for things. There's things I wanted to look for, and I still got to look for.
Yeah.
So, I'll go out. I'll always looking at, I'll look at LiDAR maps and try to figure out where old things were. I'll look for where old bridges were, where the crossings were, where camps were. So I'm always enjoying stuff like that. So I'll just go out and walk Monmouth Battlefield, and I actually seen musket ball there before, just laying on the ground. And you go up and report it, you see stuff laying on the ground out there. So it's still an amazing place to go to and see.
I would love to find something from the War of 1812, since a lot of that happened in my area, and the Indian Wars. Mad Anthony Wayne established a lot of forts in my side of the state, so it's pretty cool. There's oh doggone it, I'm having a Shane brain fart with this guy's name. Shane, oh my god.
Which one?
I went to a dig. He was Wayne Research Group. They hunt down forts, and they're doing a dig at Fort Laramie and an old 1700s trading post down by Fort Laramie, and I went to their dig last year. Oh, Greg Shipley, I think his name is.
Familiar.
Sorry, I don't know.
Sorry if that's not your name, but it was real interesting though. They found trade silver there when I was there.
Nice.
A couple of old 1700 French flints from flint rocks. One actually had the lead where it grabbed on the hammer, and like 8 trade beads, a couple of Wayne Legion buttons, and some other stuff. Oh, I was right, Bill. Greg Shipley. Yeah. Thanks, Bill.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know the name for sure.
Yeah, it was really cool, really cool. I enjoyed it. I filmed it all, and I kind of let them do their thing, and I filmed it all, and I had an interview with them. Um, the owners of the farm was great. Uh, but I just want to go there one day and play in the dirt with them. I don't even want to film it because that will take away from the experience of being there, sifting material and metal detecting with them or whatever. I do want to talk to the owner of the property and see if I could dredge uh, Laramie Creek that flows through its property. And I do the same thing as Greg Shipley and the Shelby County Historical Society does. Everything they find on this guy's farm, they give back to him. And then he'll donate to the Historical Society and the museums in the area. I If he lets me keep the gold, I'd give every bit of artifacts I found back to him, no problem. Shoot, I'd even give him the gold if he wanted it, but
That's nice.
Sometimes the ability to dig in a place is worth more than what you would find and keep.
Mhm.
Especially, I mean, I've got places that I would love to go dig. I would give away everything I found just for the opportunity.
Same here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's
You
know,
find it, you take a picture.
it's like catch and release fishing. Take a
Yes.
picture of it, it was yours, So
Yeah.
we had stuff. We go to local park and we get really good old stuff. We got to turn it in, and we turn it in no problem. So
Yeah.
not that they do anything with it, but sometimes they do. But we have members of our club along. They used to have this group called Bravo, and they went and metal detected the Monmouth battlefield,
Mhm.
and they were able to figure out like things like where Molly Pitcher was standing based off a canister shot bag that had ripped, and they had recorded about it ripping. The Molly Pitcher was standing right next to it, so they figured out where Molly Pitcher was at. A couple of guys they've been involved in going out to battle the Little Bighorn and finding the bullets and tracing where the troops went at and things. Really, really interesting work. We had a presentation on that in our club. So
Mhm.
I had to go down Jamestown one year when they first found
Yes, you did. That's right.
found some of the bodies that were shot, by other people in Jamestown, and
Yes.
and they were doing an excavation right in front of us,
Yep.
pulling up all the trade beads and all types of stuff, and pulling up working around the bones and everything else. It was really, really neat to see. So
Mhm. Mhm.
love
that'd
stuff
be
like
interesting.
Yep.
There's a mound on my permission. I took Jersey Ray there. Jersey Ray, Ohio Metal Maven, and nailed it detecting. Uh, but there's a place by where an old farm schoolhouse sat, but I looked in the area with LiDAR,
Mhm.
Yep.
and there's a mound that don't look like it belongs, that I have permission to dig it. I'm just wonder if I should.
Well, you can dig a little ways, and then if you
Yeah.
find anything, you can say, then it's time to stop. So
Right,
then
right.
you can the experts in, but you have to make sure the property owner is fine with that.
Right.
So
Yeah, the property, for like 10 years now, I've had full access to the stream and the property, um, metal detect, dredge, whatever I want to do, pretty much, as long as I don't harm crops.
Yep.
And so, but this mound has just been screaming at me. It's just finding the time to get out there and actually do it.
Yeah, I can't wait to retire because then I'll never be home. There's so much to do. I got so many places. List things I want, places I want to hit.
Yeah.
It's just and like you talked about earlier about the War 1812. we used to go scuba dive underneath a bridge up by Sandy Hook, and the Americans had a base there during War 1812. What happened was the British would come by because they knew they were at that base. They wouldn't go into Sandy Hook because the American ships were inside. They would come by, shoot at the base, and then leave. And when we were scuba diving there one day, one of our guys found one of the old cannonballs that the British were shooting at the American ships there. So it's kind of, fantastic history in that area, so. And there's guys that found stuff on the beach there from the Rev War, and it's really interesting, on the ocean side. This was on the river side behind it. There's a little spit of land, and then it's, then the hills are up behind it.
Yeah.
They were based in the hills, and the British come by, shoot at them, and then take off, then come back and shoot at them again. There were so many days or weeks later, so. And luckily, we also got pirate history around here, so it's kind of always interesting. So,
yeah, pirate booty would be nice too.
Yeah,
Still haven't found any, but
no, but guys find old, coins and stuff. There's especially down just parts in South Jersey. Guys get old shipwreck coins and things. Captain Kidd when you hear about Captain Kidd, supposedly he's buried his treasure at basically every town in New Jersey. But there's some places that have more credence to it.
I thought Captain Kidd's treasure was on Oak Island.
Yeah, well, he definitely had some on Gardiner's Island because they found it there, and he said he put it there. Other places, he had different places listed in New Jersey where he supposedly put it. Yeah. He lived in New York City. He was actually wealthy, lived in New York City. He had owned like 5 or 10 properties in New York City, married up, and then he beat Christ Church in New York, the church that's right by where 9/11 happened, the old church. He paid for large amounts of that.
Oh, wow.
And supposedly he helped pay for a church locally in our area. But so he was a wealthy man, and he unfortunately rubbed some certain people the wrong way, and it didn't work out for him in the end. But we had a lot of history like that.
Yeah.
Supposedly they broke one of Captain Kidd's men out of jail in Freehold in Monmouth County. The people went in there, broke him free. So.
Oh wow! The people did, huh?
Yeah, because that they used to go. A lot of stuff happened there during the Revolution and before, going back to the 1700s. There was a lot of history through there, even back, a lot of Native American history also. So
didn't Blackbeard also terrorize the coast in Jersey area? I believe he got captured and killed Chesapeake Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah, he captured a lot of ships. He was up in the Delaware Bay capturing ships trying to go to Philadelphia. And I know Blackbeard was definitely in Philly. There's a lot of reports of him being in parts of New Jersey. Supposedly he raided Middletown at one point, but there's, it's hearsay. Just old stories passed down. There's no documentation. You can't find a documentation on it that he actually raided there. But supposedly he raided Middletown. Captain Morgan had family. We have a Morgan section of Saraville, town up our way. And supposedly he's relative of Captain Morgan. Now, Captain Morgan ended up being governor of Jamaica. That's why he passed. But
Jersey Ray says Blackbeard married a woman from Idell Beach and lived in Lincroft. On the Strawberry. Blackbeard found Christ Church in Middletown, Leeds. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I heard Captain Kidd. Yep.
Well, yeah, one of my favorite Buccaneers is a wartime, during the War of 1812, is an American hero in my eyes. If he didn't help Andrew Jackson, they would have lost the town of New Orleans, and that is Jean Lafayette.
Yep.
So he always called himself a privateer, I believe, and not a pirate.
Yeah, they all better. That's what happened with Kidd. Kids had letters of marquis, which gave him rights to do certain things.
Right.
But when he went on trial, his letters got lost. They didn't find him till years later. So, but he also they said he was kind of hoping his own people, because he was one political party. Other political party was trying him at the time. They were in power. And they kind of hoped that his people was going to pull him through. So he didn't say much. And they said that's part of the reason why he got hung, because he was just kind of holding out hope that last second they were going to be able to free them, and they didn't. So because they're afraid to get hung themselves. So
Mm. Yeah, I used to really like pirate history, the golden age of piracy, and they used the pirates as mercenaries against other countries, Spaniards and whatnot, and then they got too powerful in the Caribbean, and it's 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 interesting. What is it? Nissan was founded by pirates, wasn't it?
where was it?
Nissan.
Nissan?
I'm not sure, but I believe so. I don't know if they. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
I'd like to find out where Jean Lafayette had his little town on the delta of the Mississippi there in Louisiana. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, that's the thing back in the day. I mean, there was no banks, so what did you do
No.
all that? You had to bury it somewhere, or you had to spend it.
Mhm. Yep.
When you guys are on the beach and you're digging, and now that you've gotten into filming as well, how do you dictate, and you touched on it a little earlier, how do you guys figure out what to film, how to film it, and then how to make it, and then how to convert it into content? I mean, you guys got to have a little bit of a creative process going right now since it's the two of you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
Excuse me.
I'll stop to film her, she'll stop to film me. It all depends
Yep.
if we think it's something, something interesting. Now, sometimes we'll just film and we're just having fun, and when we're having fun, we'll film, and then we'll put some of those fun clips in there and stuff like that. Just we're always having a ball, so we'll film a lot of that, and some of it works, some of it doesn't work.
Right.
But
The good videos, we wind up with about an hour's worth of video to comb through to try to figure out, all right, this one's good. Now that one's too windy. Take that one out. That one's too bright. That one's too dark.
But we're looking for nature to film.
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking for like B-roll stuff. And but we usually do all that at home. We'll do some set shots, occasionally I'll do set shot with us walking or something like that on the beach. Set the camera away and try to do something to make it a little more interesting. But we'll film. We usually know when we're on a good target, so we'll try to get better film on it, this and that. Or usually what happens is you go along the beach, get nothing, pennies and this and that, and all of a sudden you'll get in the section where you start
Target
getting
after target.
targets. So now
after
you have a
target.
chance of finding
Yes.
something good.
Yes.
And that's when we'll film everything in that section there.
Yes.
Because we know we have a good chance of pulling up something live while we're filming it, just because you're in the right area. So we went out the other day. You got into
having somebody to film you it would be a big plus. I mean, most of the time you're out by yourself, or everybody's recording for themselves and stuff like that. I mean, having somebody to stop and take the time to film you, it makes it a little bit more fun. I like the fun stuff, and it's funny because, and from personal experience, I feel like the best videos I've ever made are the ones that nobody likes.
Yeah, it kind of kills you when you put out a really good video and nobody watches it.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you'll go back, okay, what happened? Was it my thumbnail? Was it this? Was it that? And sometimes you just don't know. And you had a
I stopped
video and it doesn't work out. It's like, okay, it is what it is, But we still take it. But it was,
right.
So
it got a lot much more fun when I stopped worrying about what other people thought. I mean, it got back to being fun again.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Yes, you can't. We don't worry about it that much. We go along, we film, we get what we get, and we try to put it together. Now we'll take certain set shots and this and that, but sometimes I'll play with the angles and do things I'm supposed to be doing, but we don't want to be one of those. You get a lot of guys that are very highly produced, and they're great videos, but that ain't quite who we are. Us is a lot more of our interaction with each other, and showing the nature, and talking to people on the beach and things like that. That's just kind of our style. but we try to put better things in there, more interesting things in there. Now, get other guys. I mean, they make movies. They really do. Am I trying to get there? Yes, and we're learning slowly. I mean, but we still got to have that natural back and forth between the two of us.
Right.
Our best part of our videos is usually our wrap-ups where we sit there and joke amongst each other, so.
I mean, the interaction between you two is probably the best part, honestly. I would pay my wife to go dig with me. That's how much fun it would be. Physical ailment and not being able to and not wanting to be outside all day. It would be so much fun. I would enjoy it that much more if I could share it with my wife.
And we have so many friends who have the same situation where husband won't go with the wife and the wife is a detectorist, and the wife won't go with the husband and the husband is a detectorist. And
we love that. We do have that chemistry and it works well for us. And the good thing is, like, let's say I go out and I'm not feeling great, or sometimes you're just not in the zone, But
I like it when Judy goes with. Sorry, Tim. I was just gonna say I like it when Judy comes with me sluicing and stuff. I just have to tell her, stop looking at the rocks, move more material. You can look at those later.
Bossing her around.
I hate this to me too, because it's like, don't dig that signal. Keep going, move along. That's not a good spot to dig.
Especially if we're in a bad area and we're trying to work to get to someplace.
Yes.
And like by looking down a beach, you can see where the waves are pushing in, where it looks a good spot, where the dark sand is, and we're trying to get there. So I'll be Mr. Impatience. I'll be like, come on, let's go. And when you're in some shady cities, some places that you're hunting at, they're a little shady. I can't leave her behind that far. So I have to stay near her.
Right.
Now, there's other days where we're places that she'll be down one end of the beach, I'll be down the other end of the beach. We'll be filming, 200 yards apart from each other. But usually, for the most part, what we'll do is when we're hunting the wet sand, especially on what they call the slope.
Yeah, in the summer.
She'll be up higher, I'll be down lower. And either one or the other of us is on the line. And we'll just work down together right down to the beach.
Yeah.
That way we got it all covered there.
Yeah.
But we're looking for other things, all little specific things where the towel line, the lifeguard stands, the
mats,
the showers.
Yeah.
Where stuff fell off the boardwalk and rolled onto the beach, things like that.
Yeah.
Volleyball courts and stuff.
Yep. All the obvious stuff. Yeah. And of course, you also usually know when events took place on the beach, so you know where to go when events took place. So we're always we're hunting those spots too. But usually, ideally, low tide, we want to get down, hunt that firm sand with the rocks underneath our feet and the shells underneath our feet. And that's where we find stuff. And that's what we're always looking for.
Yeah.
But we hunt when we can hunt. You can't always hunt ideally. So
now I realize beaches can be quite competitive for metal detector enthusiasts. How do you choose your location, and what strategies do you employ to find the best spots on the beach?
Well, when it's summer, when you have a lot of competition, you want to get out there at the right time, right after everybody's getting off the beach. Perfect day to go is when, let's say, around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, thunderstorms roll in.
Yes.
Everybody picks up their stuff and runs off the beach.
In July and August.
And then you go out there right after then, and like I used to work I still work again till 11 o'clock at night, but I used to go out at nighttime, like especially the days when we had thunderstorms roll through and then it rained all night until I got off of work. I'd go out there and I'd clean up.
Oh yeah, it still does.
Yep. So that's when you have really good nights like that. So we always look for stuff like that. Strategy with a lot of busy people, like I said, time's one thing.
Right.
Second thing is a lot of times you got to get away from the heavily hunted beaches. The ones with lots of people on them and stuff. We call it quality over quantity. You want to hunt a beach that's got some money in it and it's got high quality stuff. You might find one or two things, but it could be a $5,000 ring. So you hunt until you hunt those small beaches that people ain't really hunting.
Yeah.
But they have money on them.
Yeah.
We go to certain towns locally and we enjoy getting it because we like finding rings and stuff, but some of these towns are numbers games.
Right.
And you might find a piece of gold for every 20, 30 rings you find. But you go to one of these towns where you got money in it, you might find 5 rings, but maybe 3 of them are gold, or platinum or whatever. So, so that's we got a friend, our friend Gerard. He hunts. That's all he hunts is those high quality beaches, the good money beaches, and that's how he makes. He seems like he pulls gold every time. I mean, he's also a very good detectorist.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll do things like that. We look at that. We look at times. Also, we learned that when it's really heavy season and everybody's out there hunting, not too many guys are getting that much stuff. You give it a couple weeks, they'll all leave.
Yep.
They'll go find some other beach or leave, or they get frustrated and leave.
Yep.
And that's when it'll pick up again. So you
Yep.
go through those lulls.
Yep.
And then you're playing the, moving sand game. Sometimes we'll go hunt the back bays and places like that in the meantime.
Yes.
Until the beaches pick up again.
Yep.
But you'll learn that guys they'll get a lot of the newbies that are out there after 2 weeks of hunting and finding nothing, they give up. And then the beach gets replenished and all of a sudden you find something where the sand moves or weather changes. So, so yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into it of where you're hunting and why you're hunting there. And the main thing is thing number one is you're looking for sand movement. So.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I don't get a chance to hunt many beaches. It's generally when I go on vacation, I just go dig as much as I can when I get out there, and then whatever I find, she takes from me. The other thing is that you guys have been around the community for a while. Man, what kind of collaborations have you done that stick out most in your mind? Give us something that's, great experience that, with somebody else that you got to dig with that you'd like to share with everybody tonight.
Well, we hunted with Rachel a lot.
Yep.
And we enjoy hunting with Rachel. Rachel's taken us to great places and things like that.
Yes, her permissions.
But we just hunted with.
We just hunted with Andy Snell and Lost Boys
and
Recovery.
They were a blast. And
a couple weeks ago.
And they're hunters. They want to detect. They want to go. And it's fun, especially luckily we had the excuse we had to go do a premiere, so we got off the beach. But they were still going for hours after we left, and they did really well after we left. So
yeah, and they met up with somebody else that we tend to detect with.
Yeah, he's one of Peter. We hunted with Peter. I guess hunting with Peter's always been really, really good.
Yeah,
always one of my favorites. But
yeah.
We got to hunt with Florida Rob.
Right. Went down to Florida over the summer and we
Florida Dirt Sand Hunters.
Yep, Florida Sand Hunters.
Yep, that was really
Eddie
special.
And James, yeah.
That hunt with Eddie and James.
And Florida Thunder Rob.
Yep. And Eddie and James was special to us because yep.
Yeah.
I think Rob be a blast to hunt with.
Oh
Rob?
yeah.
He was. Yes. Yeah.
Florida Thunder.
Yep.
I've spent a whole week with Rob traveling through the state of Missouri, going from courthouses and stuff. And, Rob and I haven't got to hunt. We didn't get to hunt this year, but the year before, and then a couple years before that. And I always enjoy Rob's company. We always have a good time. We seem to mesh really well. And just being around other people that you've met from here, this community is so full of really special, good people with great hearts and truly enjoy what they are doing. And I treasure everybody I get to dig with.
We see a lot of these people at the hunts when we go to the hunts.
Exactly. We're going out to come out swinging on Sunday this weekend. Because Tim's got to work on Saturday and we've got other things coming up during the month of November, so he can't take the whole weekend. So we're going out just for Sunday. So, Rob Thiessen and Jason Quarterhoarder and
by the way, Jason,
they're
really good guys.
They are
really, really good guys.
Yeah.
And we've hunted with them enough times already to get to know them.
Josh.
Yep, Josh.
508
the whole
Magnets,
right? Gang.
Yeah.
And of course our club. We're usually there with Rachel and our club, and we hunt with them guys. So
John Calamusa, Peggy, and John Coney.
We got a lot of guys at our club that we hunt with also. So But we've enjoyed hunting with some of the special people that some of the people we just meet on the beach and that we've met over time and stuff. We've enjoyed hunts like that. But Eddie and James was really special.
That was fun. That was
Yeah.
That was nice.
I'd like to run into Jason. Quarter Hoarder's been on my show a couple of times, and I've always had both shows were great, even when we had the trolls call in. But he seems like a top-notch guy. But throughout my experience in gold prospecting, I'm sure it could be the same for detectorists. Gold has a way of either bringing out the best character in a person
Yep.
or their worst.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, we got some friends that are, that are really intense about hunting,
Yes.
really intense about hunting. And, sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, but we tend to look at, we understand them and we understand the way they are and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that, I got certain friends that when you see them on the beach, they don't want to talk with you. When they're done and they're walking off the beach, they'll talk with you. But when they're hunting, they're in the mode, they're hunting, they're really serious. And, but yeah, I mean, that's money in general, right? They say that a lot of money highlights what a person is. If they're a bad person, they're much worse. If they're a good person, they're that much better if they have a lot of money. So kind of the same thing. You get anything like that enhances, how you are. You got to be careful. You got to be able to reel it in. Some guys can't reel it in.
No. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, we've been out with Angela and Mark.
Oh yeah, Angela and Mark. Yes.
Yeah, detecting the shore.
Yeah.
They were fun guests
really
too.
We always enjoy, like I said, there's some people we like. When you ask us who we hunt with, I don't think I answer because we hunt with them often enough, and I see them often enough.
Right.
Don't really think about them that way.
Right.
We just
exactly
hunt with them all the time. We've hunted. We got to hunt with Merrill at their last hunt.
Yes, Indiana Tones.
Indiana Tones. Lou's really good. He got a beautiful family.
Yeah, and Mike the tranny, Sherlock Tones.
Yeah, Mike the tranny. He doesn't do YouTube, but he's been in a lot of videos, Merrill's videos. Stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Another ex-NYPD guy. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember everybody. There's so many.
Yeah, but there's so many. Yeah, but that's
the list can go on and on and on, huh? Like the song that never ends.
Like Dave and so many people. I'm like, that got all these people's names in the back of my head. And I'm sorry if you're watching and we missed you. So
we got to talk about our buddy Aaron.
Absolutely, Aaron.
We got a friend Aaron. He turned around. He met us. We went to South Jersey. And I think this year Rachel was there. Mm-hmm. Our buddy John Calamusa was there. And he comes up to us and he was all nervous because we were YouTubers.
And we had only been doing it for like 3 months.
We only did it for a little while.
That was
he was all like, I'm nervous talking to you, this and that. And we were laughing. And my buddy John Calamusa comes up and says, they're horrible people. He says, don't be nervous talking to them. They're horrible people, terrible people. Say whatever you want to them. And after that, they broke the ice. And now we hunt with him a lot. Yes. And now he goes up, he talks to anybody. He doesn't worry about, doesn't get nervous about it anymore. Because he's met all these hunters now because he goes to the hunts with us stuff. And a really good guy, really. Yes.
Our families have become friends.
Yes. So that's, it's kind of, it's nice that we've made friends with people like that just out of the blue.
And their son Grayson is like our adopted grandson.
Yeah. Yes.
We go to hunts and he's there. It's like, how's your grandson? That's not our grandson. It's our adopted grandson.
Yeah. So just another, part of what we enjoy about it all.
Cool. Do you have any favorite metal detecting tools, equipments, or setups that you find especially effective for your beach search?
We find you need a decent sand scoop.
Yeah.
You need a tall sand scoop, decent sand scoop. You need a small sand scoop if you're going to do a seated hunt. Simple basket with and dump. But for on the beach, you really need a tall handled sand scoop.
Step on it.
I got an extreme sand scoop. I don't have the titanium, too expensive. They're really expensive, but invaluable tool.
I use a scoople.
Kathy uses a scoople, and that's a really
fiber handle.
Yeah, that I arranged. I put on there. I kind of shimmied it together.
Yeah.
But that's really a good scoop too.
Yeah.
So like anything else, you find good tools We like on a dirt hunt, we're learning more and more what we want, you know, on tools and stuff. But we got big floating sifters we made.
Yes.
We took dishwasher baskets that really fine holes in them and stuff, and we put floats around them. We take those out in the bay with us. And that way, when you scoop in the bay, you throw it in there because it's a lot of
Muck.
clay and muck and bottles and glass and stuff. And then you go through there with your pinpointer and you just tip it over. And that's proved really, really important for hunting the bays if you really want to be productive at bay hunting.
How I found that signet ring.
Yep.
Both signet rings.
Yep.
I have another one too that I found.
Yep. Yeah, she's got two of them. I haven't gotten any yet.
I got two. Here's the other one.
Yep.
Man, I'm jealous.
Yeah, the one 1865. That's probably like
this one's later. This
Oh,
one.
let me pin that up, Kathy. That's a really nice one. Raise it just a tad. Oop, too much.
Too high.
Right there. Ooh, that's cool.
It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Actually, at that dig I was with Greg Shipley, they found a signia ring, and they pressed it into gum to see what it would say when they sealed. And it was pretty cool. That's a killer find. That 18 karat too.
No,
these are all 10.
These are usually 10K. These older ones.
Yeah, this one's 10. Yep, 10 karat. Yeah.
Yeah, they want something that would take a little more beating.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was more affordable.
And the men usually wore. Look, I got on. They wore pinky rings. You know, men only wore the pinky rings usually. So, and so there's quite a Raritan Bay. Like you said, it's been. Buddy Thomas was just saying this the other day. He says people have been going to the Raritan Bay for hundreds of years now. So there's a lot of things that get lost there. But it's very difficult hunting. Iron everywhere, black sand everywhere. You know, you got to walk on bricks. You got to walk, amongst
broken glass,
falling down lighthouses, falling down piers. There's all, it's very difficult hunting, and oftentimes dirty water and stuff, and mud and stuff. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
but if you got the patience, the payoff is really well. So.
Yeah. The tides will be just right in November, December, and January.
Yeah, we got to make sure our waders are
really low.
The tides will be just right because
you want a really low tide.
Yes. We have really low tides in those 3 months.
Yeah, then you'll walk. I'll go way out there, like I'm almost closer to New York than I am to Jersey at times. So yeah.
Yeah, White Gold was talking about that in a Zoom meeting the other night. He was complaining because the super low tide was at like 3 a.m. So
we did that in August.
Yeah, we've
July,
done it.
August.
We had a very good night too.
Yes, we did. We had a very good night that night.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But then she was wiped out for 2 days afterwards.
I wound up with one heck of a migraine headache. Wiped me out for 2 days. Yeah, because I didn't sleep right. It's a good thing it was summer.
But yeah, we have it's a lot of good stuff. And I said I've been learning my gold panning, been doing quite a bit of that. I haven't done it lately, but I enjoy taking it down. I actually first started off, I knew play sand had some in there. So I first started off with the play sand I had downstairs because we had extra play sand from doing a kids event.
Hunt, yeah.
So and I paid it out. And I actually got a couple little specks of gold out of it, but it took a lot of sand to get those 2 specks out of it. So.
Right.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. But
it's amazing. I actually sometimes on construction jobs we have tube sand. There's sandbags that hold down the construction fence, and when they start deteriorating and I could see the material in them, I'll be like, ooh, I'm taking this when the fence goes down. And almost every single bag I find gold in.
Believe it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Believe it.
It's pretty cool. I like it, Kathy. You know, whenever I have a flash in my pan, I like it. So,
Yes.
and,
Right.
Like I said, I love the peace. Like you said, the panning down and the peaceful nature of it. I just love it. You know, it's very enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's quite a stress release. You know, I'll come home, especially Judy knows when it's a bad day, I go right to my shop. I I turn on my water table and I get some dirt in a pan and I sit there, I listen to the water and pan through some concentrates and then I'm like, okay, I'm calmed down enough to go inside and call it an evening.
This is like Sunday evening chats. Mona and Susan Cousins
Yeah.
on a regular basis comment, the sound of the water. Oh, it's so calming. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I actually have that on my noise machine in my bedroom to fall asleep to, you know, babbling brook and some crickets and
That's the one thing when we hunt the beach a lot. The wind ruins so many videos. You know, you got the wind noise, you can't avoid it. And I've tried all different types of things, and I've had some more success with certain things than others. But the wind noise is always a problem. It's we went out, we did a dirt hunt the other day. We went into the local woods, and it's nice because it's so much easier for us to film because you ain't got all the wind noise. You know, you got a lot of you got trees and spider webs and little things you can film. Because how many times can you show a seagull? You know, so
right.
So it's got to get some or just sand. So
right.
And part of what it is that when we detect, exception maybe one beach, we do not try to give away our spot. So you got some of these beautiful backgrounds we could film, but
that's a dead giveaway.
Yes, it's a dead giveaway, and it makes some of our friends very upset.
Yes,
very upset.
Yes.
And we get it. Now, of course, at the same time, a lot of times they're popular beaches. Everybody knows about them. There ain't no way you're not going to know about them, but they still get upset. It's one thing, like we might show a little bit if we're really not finding anything. We'll show a beach because then people ain't going to want to rush there because what did they find? Nickels and quarters.
Yeah.
But if we're on really good stuff, we will not show anything. Like when I used to surf fish, guys would take pictures of stuff, and guys would get angry at the guys because they would see the sand and they know that sand is from this section of this beach, and they would get angry with guys, like screaming and yelling at them. You took a picture of the sand with the fish on it. Don't ever take a picture of the sand. So you get stuff like that. So we try. So that sometimes hurts. So that's why a lot of times, we usually film out to the ocean.
Yeah,
we're filming out, out to the ocean where the birds are, where everything's at.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to avoid certain things in the shots, but
yeah. So when we get the thumbs down, usually it's the thumbs down because we have too much of the background.
Yeah, it'll be one of our friends. They'll be angry at us.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But we try not to. And it's caused some of our other friends some big problems because guys have continuously harassed them. So, but
yes, we know, Rachel. We know. This is everything.
Yes, of course she does. Yes.
She's a local.
But that's the thing. The locals are going to recognize stuff, and you're going to know it already anyway.
Right.
So it's like
exactly.
But when you get on a hot spot, you don't want to be giving away something that's Let's say all of a sudden guys are pulling up Spanish coins. Well, if you put that out there, you got to check your tires. When you get off the beach, make sure they got air in them still. So.
Yeah. Don't release that video for a while. How's that?
Yes, exactly. Yep. So.
Speaking of which, I had another part of that I was curious about. Is like, so, I mean, you guys have a wide variety of choices. You've got plenty of beach area. You've got lots of historic land, whatnot. When you're in your off season and you're sitting at the house chomping at the bit and you're sitting down doing your research, what are some of the key factors you guys look for when you're trying to figure out where you want to go when the ground thaws? Or did I just hit
we have an off season?
We hunt all winter.
All winter.
I do too, but I still have some days that I'm like, I ain't going out there.
Yeah. No. if
we
had,
haven't had that in the past couple of years though, because we had one snowstorm.
yeah,
One snowstorm where we had 3 feet of snow. Only one in the time.
we hunted in that one anyway.
And we hunted in that one anyway. We went out the day after.
But yes,
the
I
storm.
do planning.
Yes, he does.
I work on more of my history research during the winter time.
Yeah.
I have more time to do things like that because we're not running down, the beach is sanded in the winter time. Yeah, usually what happens is we'll start going back bay spots, old historic back bay spots up and down the coast. And then we'll hit, when sands move, tend to hit old spots even on the ocean sides, unless you have a lot of sand movement.
Yeah.
So we're hunting spots like that.
Yeah. So like somebody made a comment the other day on one of the Facebook groups, about hunting one of the local beaches and what's the sense? Why bother? You don't find anything there. And we're like, well, you're there at the wrong time of the year.
But like one of the beaches this person was talking about, I know feet from the beach, there's a 1700 shipwreck there.
We know because
I almost
dove it.
I was going to take the rudder off of it one time. My buddy were going to go back and take the rudder off of it. And the next day was covered by like 8 feet of sand.
Yeah.
But right in that area, me and Kathy have cleaned up.
Yes.
But everybody's saying, she hunted there 60 times. I haven't gotten anything.
No. We
Hunted there
found
all times.
buffalo nickels there. We found nickels from, dating back to the 1940s.
But it's what we call a winter beach.
Right.
The sand gets pulled away in the winter. And all of a sudden that beach opens up.
Yeah.
So it's really a beach you need to hunt in the wintertime.
Garter
less during the-
clips.
yes.
Yeah. All kinds of relics.
We were there a couple times where every wave was bringing in old coins, buffalo nickels and stuff.
Yes.
Every wave, you'd actually watch the wave come in and then you see new coins.
Yes.
And then they'll bring out and then new coins would come in.
Yep.
So you're saying in the wintertime, the cut goes way back and the sand's really low. And so everything just sucks out and then it blows back in. So
yes. Or a certain hole was out. Either you have what they call push in, where stuff is getting pushed into you, or you have stuff that's got pulled out of the dunes. Because the dunes got chopped away.
Right.
And then you get in. They get there's all different type of things. They go bowls, they have ripple troughs. There's a lot to learn about.
Is there a sweet spot at that point? How far it pushes in and how far it pulls out? Is there like a hot spot in the middle?
All depends on the beach.
Right.
Sometimes it also matters where the stuff is sitting. Sometimes you got certain beaches that are really good when you have the dunes get cut. Other sections, it's just a matter of of how things got moved offshore and where the sand's moved.
Yeah.
But
so we're in Ocean County. We're in the northern Ocean County. And if you head to the southern area, Ocean County to South Jersey, the beaches are flatter. So you get more ripple trough effect in the beach for detecting. But up here, it's cut. I mean, it's
you got sharp dunes, sharp sand dunes, and you're usually hunting that slope back and forth. Occasionally, it'll get blown out, it'll get pulled away, but it's a lot more sand up here.
Yeah.
When you get down there, there's still tons of sand, but it's not built up a hill, so you got it's flatter sand. It's different, totally different hunting.
Yeah.
And then we got different type of hunting, and then Raritan Bay is a third type of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And by Raritan Bay, I'm also including the back bays of Barnegat and stuff like that.
Yes.
Just all the bays, like in that general type of
Yeah.
You're making me want to live on the beach somewhere. Honestly, it seems like a lot more fun to be on the beach.
We got the best of both worlds here because we really do. You get a lot of hunters, but still.
Yes.
Yeah. So I bought my Nemo from Mark and Angela a couple years back, and this has been the first year I've been underwater, and it's a whole new world. It's like digging blind. But the possibilities are greater when you get over people's heads, in water, 6-8 foot of water. Yep. And I really have enjoyed that. I cannot wait to get back out underwater in the spring.
Yeah, I'm still chomping a bit sometimes. We both are to go diving still, but it's like anything else. That we also if one of my knees ain't good enough about getting older, but 2, that's another big investment in equipment again. So it's like, but a Nemo or something like that, that's easy. That's simple,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I want to go much deeper than that, especially in a river or something with a lot of current. I'd be a little bit afraid of it at first.
Limit where you can hunt, shallow backwater bays and things like that.
I'll do that any day.
Shallow creeks, but there are places it's great for. So
yeah.
Try to use.
Huh? I don't think. Yeah. There's the chat. Rachel says we detect these.
Yeah, Rachel's saying that help you insulate the ground.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What I'll usually do is I'll look at the historic aerials. I'll look at the old county maps. I'll look at LiDAR. And also I read a lot of local county history books, township history books, especially the stuff that was written years ago. And then I'll go off of that, and then that'll help me determine where I'm trying to look for something really old. I'll try to look at that. I'll look at firsthand accounts of the old battles, old newspaper articles. Like I used to read it. Ocean County has an old newspaper. It was good. I think it was 1830s, 1820s. It was started in, and in there was an interview with a Revolutionary War veteran. And he talked all about the Battle of Tom's River when they came in. They burned down the blockade that was there. What was Tom's River was a place where the privateers would go out and raid British shipping and all the shipping. And they come back in there and they would auction it all off in Tom's River, and then they would ship it all across the state. Well, the British came in there and burned all that down. And it was a firsthand account of that. It was really interesting to read. So, but anyway, I picked up tips in that. Hear about where they put stuff, and there's things down there. I got certain things from my history research that, like where French campsite is, where cannons got dumped in the river. I've learned some of that stuff through some of my research, and I want to go back and get some of that stuff and find some of that stuff. So I got to retire. So
there's actually a cannon that's been said to never been recovered in the Maumee River off an island here in Ohio.
That's where her sister lives.
My sister lives there.
Her sister lives what is it? Not Toledo, but Perrysburg.
Oh,
yeah.
Perrysburg, not far
that's where the
from.
fort was right there.
Well, that's right on the Maumee too. But I think it's an island by Napoleon, which is just upriver, not really far from that area. And I've read that in a couple of different history books, and I've heard that no one's ever found it yet. So that'd be interesting. But I think research is a big, huge part of both our fingers of the treasure hunt in hand, and the internet nowadays makes research so much easier.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of some of the places are coming out now. But a lot of the old research libraries, the county records, the state records, you still have to go in and dig through those by hand. And there's some great stuff in there. And that's where you find out some of the old history. Like Middlesex County they have paperwork going back to the 1700s and 1600s. I went up to Rutgers and did research, and I was going through papers and stuff from going back to the 1500s. They have stuff sitting in there, and that stuff, most of that has not got translated and put on the internet. And there's a lot of magic in those places. You get to find out a lot of stuff. So I know a lot of battles, they go out and they captured the American cannons, and of course they didn't want to take them back themselves. What they do is they'd heat up a big old pike, big old steel rod, and they would heat it up and drive it right through the cannon to put a hole in the cannons, and then they would take them out and dump in the river so the Americans couldn't reuse them. That's the type of things you're listening for and finding out about. I read other things about where people found shipwrecks back in. People were talking about shipwrecks back in the early 1800s, about old shipwrecks, and it supposedly had gold on them or had this on them. So there's a lot of interesting things.
From what I understand, there's been a lot of treasure ships that have gone down on the whole eastern seaboard, not just the gold treasure coast of Florida.
Oh,
No, there's
no.
there's one Spanish wreck that's off of New Jersey. Supposedly I thought they found it a few years ago, but then I never heard anything about it again. But that's supposedly close to New Jersey. There's definitely a place where guys used to get in fist fights over the coins they found. But that was a wreck, and they were doing beach replenishment, and they pumped the coins up on a beach. That's before. Now the state put really tight screens in there because they're trying to say it was all due to, and some of it was they were pumping ammunition up on the beaches.
Yeah.
Because they used to, after World War II and World War I, they would just dump everything before they went into the harbors.
Right.
They weren't into the harbor, so they just dump it in the ocean. But what it was is they knew that gold and stuff was getting pumped up on the beach at certain spots. Not to say that's the main reason, but it's one of the reasons why they went back. But then I heard that the guys on the ships were picking it up for themselves, so the state wasn't getting it anyway. So the guys working the rigs were getting the stuff. But anyway, there's definitely, up and down, in Delaware and New Jersey, there's places all over the place where gold and silver have been found through shipwrecks. And you said I had friends pull the cannons up off old shipwrecks and stuff. So when we used to scuba dive. So
yeah.
That'd be cool. I love snorkeling and I like diving with a hookah. I've never been certified, and now I don't know if I want to spend the money to get certified. Then you have to buy the equipment and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think I'll stick with the hookah system, and I've been really wanting to pick your brain on the Nemo, Shane, because I saw the video with you using it, and you seemed like you had a great time. And I don't need to be certified to use a Nemo.
No, there's nothing like that. And actually, I've got the opportunity through our local county fire and rescue. They asked me if I wanted to get certified for free, and then if I would give them assistance, like when they're searching the rivers and stuff like that. I guess there's not a lot of people that really want to do it or that are that interested in learning, but as I get older, I want to learn more. The Nemo is actually super easy. I never read the book. I should have, because the first time I tried to put it on and wear it, I was horrible. The biggest thing is getting your weight right and getting comfortable just relaxing underwater, because you're not supposed to breathe down there, and your body at first it's kind of a shock treatment. You're not sure which way's up or down. You get confused. And you just got to relax and breathe.
Growing up in California, I've done a lot of snorkeling, and with dredging, especially when I had my 4-inch, I had air. So I'm pretty comfortable underwater. Plus, I was a beach bum surfer. I was in Huntington Beach lifeguard as a teenager. I certified lifeguard at 12 years old. So me and water hand in hand, I was like a fish out of water.
Well, fish out of water is not very happy.
No, that's why when I was younger, I was always in the water.
I'm just messing with you, Ed.
One way or another.
The thing of it is that if you can find, like my deal, I didn't want to go out and make the huge investment. And so Mark and Angela, when I bought the Nemo from them, when they got their Nomad, they gave me a nice price on it. They let me pay it over several payments before they sent it out. They made it to where it was affordable. I don't just go throw a bunch of money out at once. And I got in it. I got into that part of the hobby, rather inexpensively. And that's a big part in how we play, because, you got to afford what you do. You got to be able to afford the equipment. And that was the only way I could at the time. So to this day, Mark and Angela, I give them big kudos for selling me that and hooking me up, because the Nemo has changed the way I feel. Now I've got new places to go dig and play, and next summer is going to be amazing. The spring's going to be nice. I got that nice insulated wetsuit, and I can stay warm. I'm all hyped up about it for sure.
Excellent, Shane. Excellent. I'm hyped for you.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Don't
hold your breath.
And wear a knife.
Yeah. So
always wear a knife.
You get that braid wrapped around you, you could get stuck, you know. So
Mhm.
I have had.
Yes,
Stay
yeah.
calm. Panic kills.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yes, it does.
Yep.
breathe normal.
Yep.
And I know you're underwater. You want to hold your breath, but you got a regulator right there. Just breathe normal.
Normal.
Yeah, I went the whole game. I did rescue diver, master diver. What's the other ones? Dive master.
Dive master,
You know, I did all that. I never got my instructor because I never wanted to bother with it. But I assisted all the time. So we were out teaching classes all the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And then of course search and rescue, you know, we're doing all types of stuff. So
now Brad I'm sorry. Brad Walsh from Australia should do a proper diving course even when using a Nemo. A lot of things can go wrong when the Nemo battery runs out. There is no warning.
So
Oh,
that it was my second time. I think it was my second time out with the Nemo, and Brian and I. The first time I was out, we played the buddy system. Brian sat there next to me while I dove. I'm in about 8.5, 9 foot of water, and my battery went dead. And I went to take a breath, and it wasn't there. It was just locked up. It was airtight. And then so I basically did everything I could to get up. I dropped my gear. I got up out of the water. It went out so fast. But I didn't panic. But when I went back to change my battery, but I couldn't bring all my gear with me because I had stuff down there in my hands, you know, stuck in my pockets, and it fell out. So I had to go back out. And believe it or not, even if you know right where you were at and you lay a metal detector, it took me forever to find it. I spent almost my next 20 minutes locating where it was because the water was so murky, and I couldn't. And finding my pinpointer was like a nightmare. But that battery it died abruptly. It didn't give you. There's no warning, and I had to get out.
Yeah,
So
with
the
the
new plan
Nemos, you have no reserve tank like we have on a dredge. We have like a 2-gallon reserve tank, but that goes out quick too.
So the new plan is that after we figured out how long the batteries last, we stop about a half an hour early and just change the battery so that we don't have to do that, you know, go through that again. So we actually check our time and that way. But the first time that battery went out on me while I was underwater was not fun. I thought about dropping my belt, but I still I wasn't that far away from shallow water, but it was a trip. And he's right. You should, there's some instruction classes. You should take one on it. I unfortunately am one of those people that I like to learn as I go. But we weren't in too deep of water or nothing like that. But it was a trip for that battery to die.
I know it's a different scenario than like me or Thomas Pennyweight Folks in a dredge hole. When I used to dredge a lot out west, I'd put a rope onto my dive belt, and I'd have the rope up top, and that way, you know, I could drop my belt really easy, go up to the surface, and be able to pull my belt back out of the hole back up to me.
A good idea.
I know with the Nemo though, you're in a lot. Your area is work area is a lot bigger than me being in a dredge hole. But
having a rope tied to that belt is probably a good idea, because then that way at least you don't have to find it, because it is you would think it's really hard to float. Man, it's really hard to stay on the bottom, you know, if you don't have your weight right. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things to it, and then going back to find it's not as easy as you would think when you're buoyant, because having that weight belt off, you don't sink that well. It is different. It's a trip to learn, but the Nemo's a blast. And I know they got the new Nemo Mini now. I know they discontinued the regular one, but
right.
anybody should get one and play, because that time under the water, you think listening to a beep of a metal detector is serene. listen to a beep of a metal detector while you're crawling along the bottom of a lake or a creek or whatever. It's absolutely euphoric.
They used to make what they call spare air.
Yes.
It's just a little bottle. You attach pony bottles to tank. They have a little bottle about that big, maybe a foot, and it just has enough air to get you from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
And you always, in case you do, especially with something like that, if it goes dead on you, you still have air to get you up. It's just attach it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Nemo's only what, 15 feet? It gives
12.
you 12?
Maybe not even that.
Yeah, the one's longer than the other. I know that. Yeah.
The Nomad's 15. I think the Nemo was 10 or 12. I'm not really sure.
Oh, I thought the Nomad was up to 30 feet and the Nemo was 15.
I don't know. I know when the water starts getting colder that I'm getting in deeper water, and that's about as far as I want to go.
But now you have a good wetsuit.
I do. I've got all the gear now, and it didn't take long to attain it. But yeah, it's a new frontier. It's a new place to always think about going. And now I went out and bought a boat, so now I can take all my stuff and I can go down these rivers and creeks. Who knows what I'm going to find this year?
Now, can you give us a sneak peek into any upcoming projects or exciting adventures that Team Lynch has planned in the future? Or is that all top secret? Hush, hush.
No. We're going to come out swinging this weekend. We'll be there on Sunday.
We'll be there on Sunday, exactly. Yeah.
We still have some. We plan on doing a hunt with Rachel again soon.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple friends down South Jersey that want to hunt with us. We gotta work that out.
Yeah.
We're moving into wintertime, so we'll be heading back up, hunting some of the back bays and stuff again. We're kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, and starting to plan our summer vacation for next year.
I got one place I want to go hunt. They did some construction over it. It's very limited parking, but it's old. It's a site of there used to be an old mill there. Back in the 1700s, there was an Indian village right up the hill. They used to cross there. In fact, there was an Indian trading post right there. And then there was, of course, during the Revolution, there was a battle literally like right there, and that they captured one of the bridges right there. So it'd be interesting to see if they can find anything but the bridges. But there's old carvings in the area and things like that. And I'm planning on doing that hunt again soon. So I actually want to bring a magnet with me too for certain spots. So, but that's one of the ones on my list. And we want to get back up to the Middlesex County area to do the park again.
Yes,
because we hunted a park the other day and we finally got into a pocket, and then our day was over already by that time. So we're gonna go back up there and hit it again. So
yeah.
So what happened was we were doing Wednesday videos. We're cutting back on Wednesdays, at least for November, and give us a little more time to put our videos together.
Yeah,
and we got some other things.
Teacher conferences coming up.
We got things going on.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So we got to take care of some other stuff first, but and then we'll probably be back to 2 a days, but 2 a week. I mean,
2 a week.
But we got certain things we want to do, so it's nice to be able to plan things out a little bit and spend a little more time hunting on certain places. So
nice.
Yeah. Yep. So no video tomorrow.
Yeah.
You heard that here first, right? No video tomorrow.
No video tomorrow from Team Lynch.
Yeah, but we got places we want to hunt and get to, so we also got to find some. We got to get some permissions. We have no permissions.
Yeah, we don't.
We only hunt public land, so we have to get some. We have to get some permissions to go hunt, and I know some people, but I got to ask around and things like that, because we don't dirt hunt enough, So we don't get out and ask that often, but we got enough public places to hunt that I know things are at. But we need to get some permission so when we take people out, we can take them someplace where where you're going to find stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because it's nothing like taking a person out beach hunting or something like that, and the beach is sand. You go there and the beach is sanded in, and it's just a bad day. So
yeah.
I mean, we always have fun, but but from a detecting standpoint. So
Right.
Cool. I think you could take over a little, Shane, while I put some names in
Yep.
for tonight's race.
Absolutely.
Give away 2 awesome giveaways sponsored by Team Lynch Beach Metal Detecting. Thank you again, Tim and Kathy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah, definitely.
It's my pleasure. I've been wanting you 2 on for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger and asked you, and lo and behold, here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we enjoy going on, and
Exactly.
we enjoy doing chats like this. So
Yep, we do.
The best part is that when the other day when Ed reached out and he didn't tell me who was on tonight, he just asked me to do it, and then later on in the conversation, I found out that it was you guys. And this is the first time I've had a chance to sit down and talk with you guys. So I thought it was really cool. I thank you for all the kind words over the years. You guys are completely awesome. And it was fun for me for sure, because I'm always into meeting somebody new. And I was glad to help Ed tonight. And then when I found out you guys were on, it was like a double bonus.
Thank you.
I got to know something though. What's big on the bucket list for you guys? I mean, rings, and this has been my first year that I've been a ring hunter, right? I've always just hunted history and looked for that. This year I've been looking for jewelry and rings and stuff too, just to kind of have more stuff to hunt for. But what is something that you most want to find that going out, whether it be the beach or dirt?
I want an American USA Rev War button. That's what I want.
A Rev War button, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, the Washington buttons and stuff are great, constant, all that stuff, great stuff, great coins. Spanish coins are great, but I want that USA Rev War button.
Mm-hmm.
First military, I got to agree. That's something that's pretty high on my list as well. What about you, Kathy?
I just want to find a natural find coin that's over 100 years old.
I'm surprised you don't have one yet.
I don't. Not a natural. No. Everything that I found that's old, I've found at seated hunts.
Yeah,
just a matter of not
seated hunts are strange. So I guess they're okay for what I like about a seated hunt every now and again is going as A, the people, and B, getting stuff for if you want to give away silver coins or stuff like that. I don't mind giving those coins away, but the ones that I find I display and keep for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we're out but she did find an old ring from 1865, so she didn't get got some coins out in the bay and stuff. And I got some coins on the ocean side, but usually I get them on the ocean side because I go down further, and I'll go out there and get hit by the waves and everything else. And she's too small for that. She'll get knocked right over. So I found stuff like that where places she just can't get.
Right. Yeah. So that's it. Okay, sure. I have 2 signet rings, but I found the one in June with the really low tide, at the turn of the season, for summer. And it was low tide, it was full moon, it was just the right time. And then the other one I found in November. Same thing, really low tide with a full moon in November. So
see, I'm more like you. I'm more of a grind hunter. If I've got an area, I want to be thorough and hit it really well. I don't chase hot spots. If I'm in a good area, I tend to find my spot and then kind of go and then try to dig everything I can out of there, because I guess that's the way I am. The guys that I hunt with are definitely more like Tim. They look for what they think is the hot area, and they go, then they move around a lot, and they're kind of fast and they go about it. I'm slow and methodical. But I think both ways has its benefits and its downfalls. But just to go out every day as a team and get to spend time together, that says a lot, because usually the only thing I can say negatively is that if I was to spend that much time with my wife, she'd probably beat me to death.
Kathy's been beating me finding better stuff lately. So,
and we've been together for 43 years now.
Now, when I find spots, once I find spots, I'll grind.
Yeah.
Once I find a spot, and I'm running with iron on. So a lot of times I'm listening for heavy iron. All of a sudden you get an area of patchy iron, heavy iron. You're gonna get heavier rings and heavier, better coins and stuff. And I'll then I'll stop, and then I'll grid.
Right.
Because I did search and rescue diving. I know how to grid. I know how to grid properly. So then I'll grid out, and then usually I'll call Kathy over if I get a good spot like that. I'll get into a spot where this is the spot. Let's hunt this.
Yeah.
And usually you'll find those patches on that beach like that.
Right. And that's how I found the solitaire this past summer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually called her down to a spot.
Yes.
I said, go right there. I literally pointed to the spot where the ring was. And she went right over and got it.
Got it.
I worked. You can see there was pushing, and it went up the slope. I started at the top of the slope and worked my way down. She started the bottom slope where everything was funneling into.
Yep.
And I told her to go right at that spot, and that's where she got it. She literally got it within a foot of where I pointed.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Sure.
Can Shane and I get in on this? Tim and Kathy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I want in.
So do I. I don't get to get in on giveaways on my channel very often.
It's not your giveaway, it's theirs.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
It won't count me in stream or in Nightbot though. Doggone Nightbot.
Let's do first 3 places. We'll give something out to 3 people.
Oh. Wow. 3
Fine.
now, guys. 3
Yeah.
guys and gals.
All right.
Just they whatever, Bill. Rick.
Yeah, I'm not just for great thing.
3 now. Thank you, Pitbull Prospecting, and
Yeah,
thanks
that's fine.
for becoming part of the Flash fam, man.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they're all about the same.
Okay.
Remember, it's open worldwide for all our Aussie friends, Canadian brothers and sisters. You get on board.
My least favorite place to mail is Canada. I'm sorry for all you guys up there, but it takes longer and it costs more. Everything going to Canada is more expensive.
And do you want to do first, second, third in one race? And then I can let the first place person pick what they want, second place pick what they want.
Sure, sounds good.
So let's do
Okay,
first,
let's
third.
do that. Yeah.
So
Giveaway full of gold, and Aussies
pay.
are welcome. Same with Canadians.
I got the 1 ounce prospector coin, and then I got a 1878 Morgan, beautiful coin.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, hear that, Jeff? Hear that, Jeff? Jeff, GoPro Unlimited, he's drooling right now. You just said Morgan. He said Morgan and he's drooling. Just type in, see, yells in the room, Morgan! See those capital letters yelling, Morgan! So just type in what I say, EOSGAW, and I'll put you in right now.
That's part of what our seated hunts with all our clubs. We win a lot of prizes and we give them all away. So,
Right.
So we enjoy that.
Yep.
And we'll usually detect at these hunts, and we'll gather up some silvers, and but a lot of times we'll win detectors and stuff. We'll just give them away because we don't need them. So
No. Yeah. That's
There
what
it
happens.
is.
You're already in there, Heather.
Do we have to type it in the chat, Ed?
I already put you and me in.
Oh, you're my hero. I don't even have to type.
Oh, you're a guest co-host, man.
there you go.
Okay.
Not
It's
bad.
all good. I'll take it.
That's too complicated.
Gold Hunter.
Hey, if nobody wants to enter, then we can just run it, and that'll give us a better odds, Ed.
It's EOSGAW, but it's okay. Gold Hunter, I know what you meant.
Hey,
It
there's
stands
Joel.
for end of stream giveaway.
There you
And I
go.
gotta say that this 2 hours has went so fast.
Yeah.
Well, a lot like the 2 hours when you were on the show, my friend.
Oh my God, that was a good night. There were so many of us though.
Found them.
Yeah,
We've gone out with
You
her
will.
a few times, and I haven't found him.
just a matter of time.
I know it's just a matter of time.
All right, let me see here.
Oh,
It says I have 13 eligibles.
That dazzle my shirt, my Halloween, my T-Rex pirate shirt.
If I don't call your name and you want in it, let me know. I have Heath Doty, Johnny Turtle, Jersey Ray Diggs, Mr. Lodak, Ohio River history that sometimes I confuse with Ohio River, or I mean Ohio Relic Hunter, which sometimes I mix up with this guy right here, Ohio River history. Pitbull prospecting, Terry Marshall, Wide Golds, Heather DePotty, GoPro Unlimited, Robert DePotty, Terry Curry, Ohio River history, Flash, Gold Hunter 77, Drum Detect. Did I miss anyone? Oh, I don't hate you, Shane. I
They
love
were
you,
commenting
brother.
to why I wasn't.
Go
I
over
didn't
the
have
summer.
moderator status in
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna
and I
meet
think
all
you
of
Oh,
them.
did.
actually, you've been on the show. You should have moderator status.
I had it for a while.
I
and then
thought you
took it from me.
did. I thought you did.
I think you did a reset at some point and then just never give it back. That's okay. I'm
Well,
good.
I missed you, full of gold. Okay, Caleb, I'll get
Florida
you
Thunder Rob
though,
just lost
buddy.
you.
Florida Thunder Rob just lost.
Yeah, Shane. He cut Shane off
We
somehow.
cut Shane off.
Of course, he's always 20 minutes behind in the chat. Florida Thunder Rob. So
Florida, yeah.
All right. Let me bring up the one thing about OBS. All right. Here's all the names for the Rays. Again, Heath Doty. That's right. Heath Doty. He always gets mad when I call him Heath Dotty. Johnny Turtle, Jersey Ray Diggs, Mr. Lodak, Bill, Ohio Relic Hunter, Pitbull Prospecting, Terry Marshall, all the way from Lightning Ridge, Australia, Wide Gold, Heather DePotty, GoPro Unlimited, Robert DePotty, the other half to Heather DePotty, Terry Curry, Ohio River history, Flash, Gold Hunter 77, Drum Detect, and Full O Gold. Is that it? Hey, is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. I must have said it right, huh, Heath?
There's 21 watching. And does that include us? I know it includes us because we're watching as well on another 2 devices.
Oh,
yeah.
uh-oh. Don't want to show that. Showed my back screen for a second. You'd be amazed at what I'm looking at in on my monitors right now. I'm not seeing no one saying you missed me yet, so that's it.
Great.
Yeah. That's it.
If no one contests, you had your chance. Tough. Okay, how long do you want to do the race, Kathy?
I don't know. What do you think? We usually do 2-minute races.
Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes. 1:30 is fine.
Okay, let's go with how about 222?
Okay,
All right.
that sounds good.
All right.
I'm going to put our mailing address in the chat here in a second, but it's also on our YouTube page in our About section. So that way the winners could just email us their mailing address and we'll send it right out to them. But they also have to pick what they want. First place, second place, third place. Yep.
All right, 3 shuffles. Are
By the
you
way,
ready? Pardon?
yes, good luck, everybody.
Would you please give me a countdown, Tim?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Oh,
And they're off.
All right.
Off
who's out?
and running. Oh, I'm a werewolf. That's fitting.
Oh yeah, now you're out in front.
Was.
Ooh.
I usually like laying low and back in the back till like the last few seconds. Gold Hunter pulls up in front. Arr. One of the Depatis is there. Robert Depati in the messed up clown suit.
I
Is
see.
pulling the lead. Oh,
Johnny Turtle's falling back.
yeah. Here comes Terry Marshall. Ooh, Hannibal. Hannibal the Cannibal in
Oh,
my
first
goodness.
place. What's this little guy coming up? Is that full of golds? Who's that?
Yeah, I see golds with an apostrophe.
Yeah. Drum attack. Oh, here comes Joel just slashing through in his armor. And Ohio Relic Hunter looks like a seasick Herman the Munster right there.
Yeah.
Terry Curry's in by a spook of a nose with full of gold there coming in. He's the dragon. That's why Gold's a little alien dude. Okay. Nice outfit, Mr. Lodak, but you're getting passed up by Heath Odie right now. But Terry Marshall's coming up for the lead again. Heather Dupati hopped in the lead. Terry must have tripped over his straitjacket. Ohio Relic Hunter fighting it with Joel and Gold Hunter 77. Last 15 seconds. Oh, who's going to win? Terry Curry? Is it?
Here it comes.
Come on, Flash. Run, Flash. Run, Flash. Ohio River history. Oh, what's this? Gold.
Wow, there's first.
Okay.
I got second. I'll take it.
Look at you, Shane. We have full of gold in first. Congratulations, Caleb. We have Ohio River history in second. Congratulations, Shane. Terry Curry in third place. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Are you all in the room? I see here. Full of gold. I know you are, Shane.
Full of gold. What do you want, full of gold?
Caleb, what would you like?
You get first choice. I want to show him the choices.
Yeah,
there he goes. What were the prizes again?
1878 Morgan, silver Morgan.
Yep.
1 ounce prospector coin.
Yeah.
Engelhard.
Yeah.
Or a box of pay dirt.
From Vendetta Prospecting, and
Mike Vendetta.
Yeah.
Mike usually has good pay dirts. And did you see what Terry Curry said?
Terry says he's paying it forward to Ed.
You're awesome, Terry.
Very nice, you, Terry.
So whatever, He's in third, so
Yeah.
Full of gold. We'll ship it. You don't have to worry about that.
Nope,
All we need is your
exactly.
address.
Nope, exactly. All we
It
need is
just
your
takes about 4 to 5 weeks.
yeah,
Mhm.
they're shipping worldwide, Caleb. So no worries, mate.
Yep, exactly. Yep, so just tell us what you want. Gotta make a decision. He's all the way on the other side of the earth. So here he goes. He wants the 1 ounce silver. All right.
That's
Oh,
a beautiful
coin.
coin. So
That is cool.
yeah, it looks proof-like too. That's a beautiful
yeah, it's
silver
absolutely
round.
gorgeous.
That's great.
That's
Okay.
awesome,
I
Caleb.
want the Morgan, so
Shane wants the Morgan.
You got the Morgan, no problem. Yeah.
Oh man. I love Morgans too. Good call, Shane. Good call, Shane.
I don't think I have another word. I have a peace dollar.
Peace
rather have a peace
dollars
dollar.
are beautiful dollars, but I just have a thing for Morgan.
Morgans.
yeah, me too. I think that'll be my oldest one.
I think I have
Nice.
another Morgan.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for being with us for the evening.
Full of Gold, Ohio River History,
Yeah.
Shane and Terry Curry, thank you and congratulations, friend.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'll take a bag of Vendetta pay dirt, no
Yeah, nothing wrong
problem.
with that. Yep.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Could one of my mods get Team Lynch's email address and throw it down in the live chat for me, please?
Yeah, Kathy will throw it
I
back.
got it. Yeah.
Kathy's on it.
Oops, hold on. Mhm. Boom. There we go.
Make sure you ship international numismatic hobby. Ooh.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
yes, we know that.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm
Besides,
gonna have to remember
coin
that.
the coin that we're sending you is not one that
Yeah,
can
Jersey said
be
that.
circulated anyway.
Right.
So yeah.
She said numismatic hobbies. What's
Numismatic. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but she says hobby. See? Numismatic hobby.
Yeah.
But that's yeah, we shipped overseas
Yes, we have.
coins over before, so
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And that's a beautiful Engelhart silver round, Caleb.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out of our special collection. Yep.
Yes, it did.
Beautiful Morgan Shane. All of you, thank you for so much for spending your trick or treat night with us tonight. A big thank you so much, Shane, for jumping in
Shane.
and being
Yes,
my
thank
guest
you.
co-host.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. And Jim, Kathy, thank you so much for being part of Tuesday Night Hangout Live, part
Our
of the
pleasure.
FlashFam, and 3 great giveaways for the community. I really appreciate your generosity.
If you didn't win tonight, we have a Facebook page, Team Lynch B.M.D, and we're giving away coins there this week too. So if you want to go over there,
Yeah.
you don't have to join Team Lynch as a YouTube or anything. You just go on there as a public page. You go on there, say I'm in, and before the end of the week, and we're giving away coins there also.
Yep. Yep.
Fun times.
You
Yep.
think so, Brad? I should have dressed up like Gandorf.
Brad, so much fun.
I will take good care of it. My grandkids will inherit it one day. Cool, Caleb. Cool.
That's great.
Excellent, full of gold.
Good.
Nice, nice. And Mr. Lodak put a link to their group page out there. It's a good group. I belong to it. I know Jersey Ray does, and others. A lot of good people, and the metal detecting finger of the treasure hunt in hand.
Mhm.
Thank you, Rach. Thank you. And they were great guests, absolutely fabulous
Thank you
guests.
so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rachel.
Let me see who's. It's open. I switched up my open line Tuesdays for this year. It's the first Tuesday of every month is our open line Tuesday here. So come up. Let's talk about whatever treasure you like to. I don't care if it's magnet fishing,
Thank you,
metal
Shane.
detecting,
Thank you.
prospecting, marble hunting, flea markets, auctions. It's all treasure. And we're all part of the treasure hunting hand. And so until then, I think it's about that time, huh? We're already
Yeah,
a
It's
little
time for us
into
to start turning
overtime.
into pumpkins.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
right. So until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And you
Thanks,
know
guys.
what I like to say? Maybe one day too, we'll meet you on the river or the beach or the field. Who knows? But for now,
Yeah.
for now, we're out of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Brad, Terry, Jeff, Rach, Gold Hunter, full of gold. Thank you all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.